In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
All in 15 years in Hollywood, nobody in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show your stuff via virtual entertainment kid. I know you what you do. Yet you previously had his arrangements when he arrived. Have we known about a comic that came to LA, and in his most memorable year in law, he had his own debilitated only a couple of days into the new year. Feline Williams announced battle on Kevin Hart, and presently Kevin is retaliating, going all out during his unstable meeting. Feline uncovered Kevin as an industry plant now dissimilar to last opportunity. Feline accompanied receipts directly following this dramatization. Kevin has been making an honest effort to try in vain, attempting to save his destroyed standing. We should hop into this most recent debate that has separate the business burning in his new appearance on Club Shay. Feline Williams uncovered a few of his colleagues for playing group Illuminati. On top of the humorist Feline exposed was our darling Kevin Hart. Feline uncovered that Kevin's standing was based on untruths and scheme. He guaranteed that Kevin doesn't have the ability to back up his distinguished lifetime, and Kevin just made it this far due to his supposed corporate companions. Hollywood. Nobody in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him, truly getting a thunderous applause at any. Feline let the cat out of the bag behind Kevin's moment achievement, uncovering that Kevin truly entered the IN. And he's sorry. With the support of the enterprise, he suggested that Kevin's organization had previously set up the stage for his prosperity, as long as he followed their lead when he arrived. Have we known about a comic that came to LA, and in his most memorable year in law, he had his own sitcom and network TV and had his own film called Soul Plan that he was currently the pimp. Asked that the business has seen numerous extraordinary entertainers, yet not a single one of them had similar direction as Kevin, when they had undeniably more ability than him. Since the broadcasting of this dangerous meeting, Kevin and his PR group has been attempting each technique in the book to battle the reaction in a very harsh way. Kevin censored Feline's cases in a tweet. Got to get that displeasure up out you, champ. It's really miserable. Meanwhile, kindly partake in my film trailer to my next movie Lift, which will be dropping on at Netflix in 8 days. There is a second in the trailer where a gum bio says they truly love you. I realize she's discussing Feline right in your schedule's reality. This one is unique now. In the event that you think this was enough, you're off base. Kevin chose to take this conflict to a higher level by tending to it straightforwardly in a meeting with Fox 5's Kevin McCarthy. He asserted that Feline's uncover was only a piece of diversion for him. You don't engage the carnival, you watch it. When a lion emerges and rides the bicycle, you don't consider it too hard. You simply go, okay, that is Iko, the lion is riding a bicycle, and afterward you return home and partake in the remainder of your day. Despite the fact that these reactions ought to have been all that anyone could need to eliminate any confusion, Kevin didn't have the receipts to demonstrate his abilities. You see, when Feline evened out these charges against Kevin, he came SETI up, uncovered that Kevin truly uncovered his falsehoods himself when he did a narrative as a team with Chris Rock. Computer-aided design made sense of him. He just did his narrative with Chris Rock, where he shows you that his entire childhood and satire was on the East Coast. So how at the same time was he here in Los Angeles doing likewise? It didn't occur in the searing remarks that followed. Kevin uncovered that Feline was dependably the subsequent option when it came to the motion pictures he featured in. Feline made sense of that. Every one of the motion pictures Kevin played in were proposed to him first, yet when he declined them, they went to Kevin next for a 5-year term. Each and every film that Kevin Hart did was a film that had been in front of me. All I said was, could we at any point make some of this stride and get it stuff out, and afterward I can do it. Needn't bother with to be clearly gay cues. I'm not gay, it needn't bother with that to be interesting, right? And that's what me saying and them going gracious, definitely no issue, and afterward going to give it to this other fellow and making them do it very much like it was and behaving like I'm a terrible individual cuz I continue to remain on my standard computer-aided design. Likewise proceeded to disclose the genuine sound behind Kevin supporting Tiffany Haddish. Feline strikingly announced that Kevin has been seen with each individual who has become wildly successful, absent a lot of ability. Now, while the business might teach that there are no guardians, the truth turns out to be very obvious when a couple of people have the influence to pick whom to help better believe it, since Hey, let you know that there's no guardians except for we continue to see similar individuals open the entryway. Didn't Kevin open the door and let Tiffany in alongside Kevin computer-aided design additionally seared the comic view stage for doing the skilled comics filthy by directing the crowd to give a phony, deeply heartfelt applause for everybody that performs K, implied that the business has been covered with individuals who call the shots to allow their pieces to seek similar therapy as the gifted ones for the individuals who don't recall whistled out during a meeting with V103's Blunt and Wanda toward the beginning of the day back in 2018. He said she has not demonstrated the capacity to make wisecracks consecutive for an hour to no one. Now, since Tiffany was Group Kevin, he acted the hero by disgracing Feline for his substance dependence inclinations, alluding to the most recent talk about him at the time. He said he proceeded with "You had the shot, you were the person, you were positioned. Ned to be the star, you didn't appear for work. Have you at any point utilized your foundation to bring individuals under you up? You haven't, so on the grounds that you haven't, don't talk terrible on the people who presently are from this. You probably won't know yet. This wasn't whenever Feline first had gotten down on Kevin for his elitist propensities. My disappointment with Feline Williams comes from you continue to point at Hollywood this, the white man this, and this. When do you get a sense of a airship with your activity? Revolt detailed that Feline freely called Kevin for a stand-up one yet referenced that he didn't expect a lot of rivalry from Kevin during a radio meeting with Persia Nicole. The comic expressed that sections started from him. I began stanzas, the first verses at any point advanced was Steve Harvey versus Feline Williams. It was the underground lord of comedies versus, so we don't have to inquire as to whether I would have any revenue in things that I was the originator of. Comedically beefing is my path. It's practically cheating for me. I have north of 10 specials I don't need to pick yet, 2 jokes from every exceptional, and I've as of now deaded anybody whose last name isn't earlier. At any rate, we would rather not add 52 films we surely don't have any desire to add 11 specials. We unquestionably don't have any desire to add 49 TV appearances. We would rather not add an Emmy. It's right around a fight we truly can't stand to be in it. Likely don't coordinate the man near in which you think it coordinate later on. Feline likewise implied that Kevin could have acknowledged harsh blessings from individuals and influence to make a good impression with on them. So, since I've currently formally demonstrated to myself that I truly am who Richard earlier passed his light to, and that I had the option to do it without allowing a man to get to me, I strolled in, wipe I left clean. I got the very soul today that I had when I pimped annals as far as possible here to the further limit of pimped narratives, despite the fact that elitist friends have been attempting to disgrace Feline for exposing reality, a portion of the humorous guarantee that Feline has placed each elitist comic in an extreme position, and presently they are ill-fated in the event that they respond and bound on the off chance that they don't. Humorous that Williams named when you ring in on stuff. It makes it more legitimate. I think Feline, he just gone talk. He needed them felines, man. He ain't anxious about out no one. He expressed what's at the forefront of his thoughts. And he presumably had a few showdowns when Feline discussed his encounters, and some of it very well may be unrealistic, and it is possible that a portion of it's parody. You know, he a comic and you be thinking all that he says is hamburger. And a portion of the stuff he likely got meat with. He knows these individuals humorous that he named when you toll in on stuff, it makes it more substantial. You know, whether it ain't correct. You know.